Yeah, is this sounding okay? Is this good? Yeah, good volume, good.
Yeah, should I tell you what I had for breakfast?
Strawberry blonde. I'm not strawberry blonde.
Because you are ginger, man. You are ginger.
Sweet.
Thank you very much.
No worries, guys.
Sorry, coughing.
I'm the station manager, so I handle the day-to-day running of the station, just generally teaching people how to use all the equipment, setting up for all the OBs and broadcasts and stuff like that, making sure that everything's working properly. But I think the biggest part of my job is making sure everyone works as a team, making sure everyone works together, and making sure everyone's doing their job properly on the committee.
So, as Social Secretary on Radio, my job is essentially nothing to do with the on-air presence or not necessarily social media, but to just make sure everyone in Tone kind of gets to know each other. As you can see, the studio is quite small, it can only fit a few people, so one or two people can only do shows together.
I've just found a fascinating fact out about Maddie. She's terrified of balloons.
I'm a member of staff. I kind of take the back foot a little bit and kind of let the students crack on with it, much in the same way that staff members before let us get on with what we wanted to do. If we had an idea, back when I was a student, if we had an idea, we'd go to a member of staff and they'd help us sort of facilitate that idea. And now I am helping students facilitate ideas that they have.
So many shows, like so many different genres. Like I do a hip hop show. Callum in the first year, he does like a show where he gets live sets in, people in to play stuff. Matt Wester, who's actually on at the moment, he does a show with a bit of everything, like quizzes, games, like all sorts. There's a lot of rock shows as well, shows about film scores, stuff like that. So there's so many different variety that I think fully represents like the student body at the uni very well.
My show is, it's not really different, it's just kind of a mix of like music I like, stuff I want to talk about, because in my mind I'm like, well, no one's really going to listen to it anyway, so it's just kind of somewhere I can build upon skills and do stuff like that.
If you've got something to talk about, or if you've got a passion in something, you're just able to jump on and do it, and that's the same with any kind of community radio, and with any kind of student radio as well. They're really great at being able to sort of draw on your passions and be able to give you something that you're able to express yourself with. So I'd say that was one of the big things. I mean, it's great being able to, as I was sort of saying before, you hear lots of different sort of personalities come through, and it's great to be able to have a place to express the things that you like.
My lecturer Jason, who wasn't my lecturer at the time, but he was, yeah, said, does anybody want to be on Tone, interviewed by Tom, who was the station manager at the time, and I said, yeah, sure, I'll be on. And I got to talk to him and about his role and what he does, and it just sounded really, really great, a great opportunity. So I set about last year, from the start of the year, from the offset, just making sure I had everything that I could to do with Tone. And then when the elections came around in March, like people voted me in, so that was cool. Thanks, guys.
The students who run it, the sort of committee members, do such a wicked job of making sure everybody's on top of everything, and they make sure everyone's up to speed with using the playout software, using the desk, using the microphones, and what button does which. Everybody's really, really like on the ball with making sure that information's passed down one to the next.
Snowflake are falling. Michael Bublé, Christmas songs on up here.
We've got a big event in the Easter time called Gloucesterton Berry, where we team up with media guys, we team up with popular music students and music students to make a big event in the Frog and Fiddle where they play loads of live music that were really, really good, and we organise that and we broadcast that live on Tone Radio as well. So we'll do that in the summer as well. We do a festival called Witchwood, which was really, really good fun. I did the first time last year, and you get to do essentially the same as Glastonbury, but on a bigger scale at a festival with bigger artists and more stress. So it's a really good opportunity to learn and to develop in that kind of way.
We do have socials. One thing that I did as soon as I got the station manager job was I made sure that I introduced the position of social secretary, because all the other societies have one and we don't, because the last station manager, Tom, he didn't drink, so he didn't like organising socials. So yeah, that was one thing that I wanted to make sure there were more socials.
So socials wise, the most recent one we've had is grabbed a load of guys. As a group, a lot of the people in Tone don't drink, so I quite like a night out, and I do like the sports nights, but a lot of guys in Tone don't drink, so I try and facilitate for all the guys who don't necessarily want to go out and just get plastered. So last week we went to a carvery in Tewkesbury, so it's about half an hour out, a really nice kind of carvery. About 15 people turned up. I had just a massive meal, a big chat, and people who wanted to drink could then go out after, so it gives the opportunity for all to kind of do what they really want, but still get to see everybody.
On open days, everybody always says that Tone is in a media school, but that isn't the case. It's wrong. Don't listen to them. It's actually true here.
Oh, you're joking, the songs were playing again.
I wonder what's gone down.
Well, the playout system Zeta just had a little bit of a temper tantrum, just froze up a little bit, but after a reboot of the system, it was all good.
Tone will always continue growing as long as people want to be on Tone and they want to be part of it. There's always going to be new challenges to face and new exciting things that people want to do. Be it just broadcasting a gig from town, or if they want to broadcast from a festival, which they have done before. There's always one step further to go and different ways to improve. So whatever the students who are running it decide they want to do, we're happy to help with it.